We're going to get right underway now, guys. Just going to do a little fancy camera work, as I love to do. And here we go, guys. Game 2. Welcome. This is Gods from Gosu Gamers bringing you some Game 2 live action here at the Roccat GosuCup. This is Creamy Center versus FiveStars. And going to be interesting to see what can happen in Game 2. Game 1 was absolutely dominated by Creamy Center. They just had a completely unstoppable Tinker. Farmed Boots of Teleport in 8 minutes. Even though it was only level 5 on your farm, he just kept getting kill after kill. Slowly leveled up those nukes and ended up about 20 kills, 0 deaths. And we are going to have the second game underway here as FiveStars. They need to make some adjustments. They had a Naga Siren as their carry hero. Didn't really have much of an impact on the game. Not to mention the rest of the heroes just very squishy and not much synergy as the Creamy Center team, also formerly MYM, absolutely steamrolled through the Russian squad. So really going to have to make some adjustments, change things up, pull out a different kind of style of lineup, or just really step up their game here if they are going to plan on taking this game too. And they're going to have to really do something different. And we're going to see first pick going to the Creamy Center team on Scourge. We've got LOL Singapore, who I believe is Misery. I'm almost certain it is Misery. He's doing the bans, picks, etc. Banning the Spectre, Invoker, and Weaver. On Sentinel, we've got Senya is Banker, the captain, or the one doing the picks for FiveStars, the Russian team, banning Earthshaker, Shadow Demon, and AA. And we're going to see a Furion being left in the pool is going to be first picked by Misery. So Furion's the first pick, but he does leave the Clockwork as well as that Lich in the pool. We're going to see those both picked up by FiveStars. So Lich, a very strong support or solo hero because of that Dark Ritual skill, which means you're just denying so much farm. Denying one creep from every wave. I mean, having a 30-second cooldown deny skill seems kind of like, it's not that good, but no. That's basically a quarter of the farm you're denying your opponents. And that really adds up over the course of a game, and that really can make a very, very big difference. And we are going to see Lich maybe going to be as a support hero this game. He sort of soloing the long lane last game, but didn't work out too well. So going to be interesting to see whether or not they use it as a solo again, or whether or not they opt to have it as a support hero possibly this game. And we are going to see the second and third pick coming out from Creamy Center. They've got that Furion as their first pick, and just one of those heroes with the 20-second cooldown on the teleport just makes it oh so strong. Alright, apparently I'm going to be distracted. What am I going to do? I've got to go set up a headline on the site for my stream, guys, so I'll just be 2 seconds. I'll keep chatting away. We've got a Furion and Chen being picked up for Scourge, so it looked like they're going to be doing a semi-push strat here. And we're going to see Furion just with that 20-second cooldown TP, just able to move anyone on the map, and those treants, as well as just the great mobility from Furion makes him such a strong pushing hero. Chen and Enigma being picked up. So this basically says Creamy Center want to just push, unrelenting in their pushing efforts here, with Chen with the heals, as well as the neutral creeps that he can persuade to join him, the Holy Persuasion, which basically means that you convert them into your own units and can use all their skills as your own, making him a very strong pushing hero, because some of those neutrals have some very strong powerful abilities either for pushing or ganking. Enigma being picked up, so Enigma probably going to be used as a solo hero. Can solo that side lane or the mid lane very well. I mean, no, it's sort of traditionally known as a jungle hero, but easily capable of actually being used as a solo hero. And we're going to we're going to just continue to be absolutely terrible at multitasking and being asked to do multiple things at once, which is just my forte. Not really, but we'll manage. And here we go, guys. Whoa. We're going to have Windrunner actually as the third pick for the Sentinel side. So Power Shot will be fairly useful in actually defending against some of these pushes here. Whether or not it'll be enough to actually defend against this push is yet to be seen, but it is a nice little hero with the Power Shot as well as the Windrun, able to escape those Furion gates, but whether or not they're actually going to have the power to stop any kind of push. But the Clockwork Rockets, the Windrun Power Shot, may be enough, but definitely there's the capability of the Scourge team, Creamy Sand, doing a bit of a split push, just pushing multiple lanes because of the Furion mobility, as well as the fact that he's going to have so many summons up. Furion Treants, Enigma Eidolons, and the Chen Creeps is going to give them so much summons and pushing power, as well as just sort of meat shields. Basically going to make it very hard to Clockwork to actually hook in, because all those summons are going to be blocking his way. Not to mention they can be used as very, very useful scouts. And almost getting all on ready, as I do have to make a nice little headline on Gosu Gamers so everyone else who's not in the game can actually see what's going on. And that looks like we are going to be just about there, guys. As it should be up, looking all nice and fancy. For those of you just tuning in, this is Roccat GosuCup number 4. We are now in the playoff stage, so these teams have made it through the qualifiers. Managed to finish top 4 in their qualifiers to get through to the group stage. Made it through their group stage. The group stages had 4 teams in each group. The top 2 teams from each group actually qualified to go to the playoffs and were arranged, seeded accordingly. And this is the first matchup for these 2 teams. Creamy Center finishing top in their group, and the Russian side, FiveStars, finished second in their group. So they are up against Creamy Center in the first round here, and we're going to have a Brood being picked up as well, another very aggressive pushing hero. We do see the VS Rasta being banned, so those are 2 pushing heroes being denied of this Creamy Center team. Well, VS not really a pushing hero, but just a support hero that does fit into push lineups, and that Rasta, very clear why it is a great pushing hero. Because of that ultimate with those Serpent Maws, just great for pushing down towers, and going to be denied that hero, but Brood still in the pool, picked up. And that is going to be scary for this FiveStars team to verse. They're going to be looking at this lineup and just thinking, what the hell, what can we do? How do we stop this push? What do we pick up here? We see the Pugnet as well as Batrunner being banned, so they can't pick up that Pugnet with the nice little blast. And that is one hero which is very useful for stopping pushes. And we're going to have Centaur Warchief being picked up. Holy crap. Who'd have thought we're actually going to see a Centaur Warchief in a competitive game, a hero I have not seen in who knows how long. So Centaur Warchief is picked up here, and it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. As we do have the last pick coming out is the Crystal Maiden. So Crystal Maiden going to be the main support hero for this Scourge team, Creamy Center. And for those of you just tuning in, this is Game 2. Game 1 was won by Creamy Center, very convincing. Misery, or LOL Singapore, who is doing the picks, played a Tinker and went about 20-0. Had boots and teleport in 8 minutes, then farmed up a Dagon, got a Blink Dagger, then leveled up the Dagon, had sort of a Dagon 5 by the end of the game, I believe, and just absolutely crushed FiveStars. The end score was about 45 kills to about 8 kills, and it was just a very one-sided game. And this looks like to be another very aggressive lineup coming out of the European team. Well, European team Creamy Center. I should be more specific because Russia can be, well, part of Russia's in Europe, part of it's in Asia, as far as I know. But this is Game 2, and what is going on, guys? Apparently. Never mind. Anyways, we are getting some confusing messages coming my way, as we are going to see the last pick coming out from the Russians very soon. What do they need to complete their lineup? I mean, they haven't really got a hard carry. They've got some semi-carries, the Centaur Warchief as well as Windrunner, and they're going to go with an Omni Knight, so that's sort of a semi-carry. How much of a semi-carry? It's going to be depend on whether or not they're playing as a support or a solo, and we're going to get rolling out what is going on here. The Centaur side, we've got the captain, Senya is banker, playing the Centaur Warchief. We've got Kirushavan playing the Windrunner. We've got Clockwork played by Jerry Q, Bobry Q playing the Lich, and Omni Knight playing by Tom Verblud. And on the Scourge team, what have we got there? LOL Singapore Misery playing the Chen. So moving over to the Chen role, we saw Chen last game played by someone else. I'm not sure exactly who that was. We see Brood being played by Grasshopper XYZ. I think that might be Lacoste. That's just my speculation. Might be Lacoste. Maybe even Demon. Who knows? I don't know who these players are, guys, so don't ask me. I don't know. We've got 17-7 playing the Enigma. We've got CM played by JJ Darmany, and we've got F Mercury playing the Furion, who I believe is Malk. I'm not exactly sure if it is Malk, but I believe that is Malk. Belt of Giant Strength, first item? Not quite sure what he's thinking there. Maybe just going to be rushing that Necro Book 3, but even so, getting some clarities up first, maybe going to be better. But he's actually going to be soloing mid lane, so that's probably why he doesn't want to be getting those clarities. He's not going to be using those treants to jungle, so he doesn't have as much of a need for those treants, and just going to be tanking up with that Belt of Giant Strength and rushing that Necro Book by the looks of it. So going to be going straight Necro 3. Not even going to be getting boots by the looks of it because of that Belt of Giant Strength. Unless he's using it to make some treads maybe, which is of course possible. And bot lane we have the CM Enigma Chen. They're going to be all together. They're going to find this Centaur here, and Centaur, Lich, Omni Knight. They want this Enigma, and Omni Knight needs to get a heal off on this Centaur, but Centaur not going to be able to get close enough to the Enigma for the heal to do damage. Omni Knight meanwhile just chasing the other heroes. Lich needs another Nova. It's going to come. Centaur misses the stun. What are you thinking? But he still gets the kill just with a right click. I'm not sure why he even went for a stun when his stun wasn't even needed. Just wasted his mana. And also completely missed the stun, which is the embarrassing bit. And did actually get the kill though. So FiveStars getting off to a solid start as they pick up first blood in the jungle there. And that's going to be what they need to kickstart their Game 2 campaign. They have to win this game. They lost Game 1. And Creamy Center not going to be too phased by that. They saw how much they dominated that first game. They know that's one kill. We got caught out a bit out of position, but they're going to be quite happy with where they are at this point, having completely dominated Game 1. Their confidence is going to be sky high. As Centaur maybe going to be jungling here against a Chen as well as Enigma. These heroes can just completely own you in the jungle. I don't think jungle Centaur is going to be the best idea here, as we see Chen, Ursa Warrior going to find this Centaur, needs a clap to come out, and not going to see it actually come out as Omni Knight heals up the Centaur. The clap from the Ursa must have missed, and it is going to maybe get off another clap here as it's finding the Lich. The Omni Knight not going to use that clap, but it is going to scare off all those heroes as the Eidolons are there as well, just to add some added firepower and protect those heroes a bit better. And this trialing versus trialing at bottoms is so interesting because of the way these two teams are playing with all these summons. The Scourge team and Centaur with the heal as well as the tanky Centaur. Centaur going for an early return build though, and Centaur just takes so much damage from the Nova, from the CM. The Ursa clap gets taken out before Omni Knight can even heal it, but at the same time it's a level 1 heal. I don't think it would have even saved him. It would have helped keep him alive a bit longer, but it definitely would not have saved him. So Centaur Warrior, not sure quite what he was thinking there. Thought maybe he could go in for a kill with the Lich Nova as well as the Omni Knight heal, but because he's a melee hero, he's going to take so much damage before he even gets in range for a stun. We're going to see Lich get taken out as well. CM picks up another kill. Windrunner's made her way bottom, going to take out this Chen, but that's going to leave the mid lane empty as the Clockwork Rocket comes flying in. That's from the Sentinel team? Yes, it is. So Sentinel devoting 4 heroes. FiveStars have 4 heroes at bottom, not to mention their 5th hero, the Clockwork at top, is actually using those rockets to help out at bottom. So they've basically got 4 heroes plus the Clockwork Rockets from top lane, all eyes and attention at this bottom lane because of the CM, Chen, Enigma, just with so much sort of pushing power as well as jungling power as well. So they can just sit in that jungle, ganking this Centaur. Centaur who was trying to jungle and picks up a second stout shield. So what is going on? Are these players trolling me, or are they just getting bad items on purpose? I don't know. Not to mention these picks, the Centaur pick. What are these teams thinking? They're obviously thinking of something that I haven't, but a very unusual pick there, seeing a Centaur Warchief in competitive Dota, especially a jungling one. Oh, I don't know if he's completely jungling because he has got that level 1, but I mean he does have the level 1 return, but he's actually sitting in lane now, maybe realizing that he can't jungle with the Chen as well as the Enigma in there, and he's going to just look to farm in lane. But Centaur Warrior, definitely one of those heroes that does need quite a bit of farm to be effective. Needs to get up those boots, as well as Blink Dagger, as well as that maybe a Vanguard up just to help tank up. And does need a fair few items, but no big items. So it's not like a hard carry like a Spectre or something that needs a Radiance. More of a semi-carry that just can do a lot of damage with a Boots, Vanguard, and Blink Dagger, and all just items that you're not trying to farm up 3.8k for that Relic. So From that point of view, having as a farmer, you can get those sort of those items up a bit sooner and have a big impact on the game, unlike your hard carries, which take longer to actually come into play. But at the same time, it just does not have the carry potential of the Anti-Mage or the Spectre. And that's kind of why you don't see it used much, because it's melee, and it doesn't even carry that well as those other actual melee carry heroes. And we're going to see Furon go in top, leaves that mid lane, has those treants up. Let's be level 2 treants, maybe he's got 3 of them there, so maybe level 2, maybe level 3, but is going to be pushing this top tier 1 tower. And Clockwork not going to do a whole lot except sit back, spam those rockets, but Ched is there as well. And will pick up the tier 1 tower, goes to Grasshopper the Brood, and we're going to see the tier 2 tower pushed in as well, unless this Windrunner and Clockwork have enough spam to stop that happening. Clockwork with not too much mana, but does have a couple of rockets in him, but at the same time, oh, there we go, levels up to level 5, that's what he needs to. Now he's going to have those level 3 rockets, Windrunner with the level 3 power shots, but just so many summons, so many units, I don't think they can stop this push. They need someone to sort of initiate in. But bottom lane, we see CM in trouble. Lich, Omni Knight, going to kick out this CM. Omni Knight gets the last hit with that heal. And does manage to pick up the kill. Centaur, meanwhile, has TP top. That's going to be what this Sentinel team needs to defend this tower. But at the same time, Centaur just going to take so much damage. Brood uses 1 nuke on him and does a lot of damage. Sort of already get him down to half HP and basically make it hard for him to even stay in this lane. And this tower gets deniable. Looks like they will go for the deny here. Clockwork just hitting away on it. Hit after hit. It does so little damage. They had to hit that about sort of 10 times to actually deny it. Just goes to show how little damage they actually do to those towers. And Brood now with 1k gold has 21 CS, as well as that tower kill, 12 CS on the Centaur, 11 on the Clockwork. And elsewhere we've got 25 CS on Furion, 26 on Furion, 21 on Brood, and 7 CS on the CM. Not a whole lot for any of those Scourge heroes at bottom. And on the Sentinel team, we've got, what have we got there? We've got 22 CS on Windrunner, 14 on Sentinel, so very little farm on any of these Sentinel heroes. The most anyone has is 22, which is only a bit over 3 CS a minute. The Sentinel, the second highest, has 2 CS per minute, so very low CS on all of these Sentinel heroes. Scourge are a bit better off with the Furion as well as the Brood with relatively high CS, although none of their heroes at bottom have very good CS. So not a very farm-oriented game. There's just been a lot of pressure going back and forth. You saw those 2 tri-lanes at bottom just sort of clash after clash, which basically didn't give them much time to actually farm or have much time to get any sort of items up, but just constantly forcing to defend themselves as well as go on the attack as well, and just not even interesting in just farming up creeps and getting items that way, just rather trying to stop the other team from having any opportunity to farm. We're going to see a tier 1 tower push at mid as Chen's there, Furion's there, Enigma's there, so many summons. As said, imagine if there was an ES or something in the game. However, ES was banned in that first ban stage by Sentinel as well, so ES was not an option for a pick, but there's just so many summons, and this is where ES would just have a field day with that Echo Slam doing so much damage, but unfortunately there is no ES in the game. So at this point, Creamy Center just looking to push tower after tower. They've taken this tier 1 mid tower, they've taken 2 at top, they're now up 3 towers to 0. They've also got a big CS advantage as well with the Brood and Windrunner, the 2 highest CSs in the game. Sentinel, Windrunner's on Sentinel, what am I talking about? The Brood and Furion, the 2 highest CSs in the game. The Windrunner, close third, is on the Sentinel team, but just Scourge out CSing as well as out pushing the Russian sides. We see Lich ulti coming in, going to bounce around these neutrals, and that's going to keep Furion alive because it did bounce to those neutrals. Furion with an early Necrobook up, has a Necrobook 1 as well as boots up. 17-7, we're going to take out Bobry Q. That's the Lich. And what just happened there? I'm not entirely sure, guys. I was a bit distracted. And we're going to see Centaur at top taking a lot of damage from these Eidolons. Another nuke coming out from Brood, going to finish off the Centaur. Omni Knight TPing in, not able to TP in time to save that Centaur, and Centaur getting taken out under his own tower. Not a good game or good start for him at this point, as Centaur with 2 deaths has a ring of health, looks to be trying to farm up a Vanguard, but will take another couple minutes of farm at least to farm that up, and going to be constantly under pressure from this aggressive Scourge push. As Furion with a Necrobook 1, will almost have that Necrobook 2, I imagine. Just needs another 500 gold, and just going to be looking to level that up very quickly and use that for pushing. And may even see sort of a mass Necrobook strat if the Scourge team want to do that. I mean, Enigma can of course go Necrobook. Even see a Necrobook on Chen, although it looks like Chen will be going for a mech. Has some treads coming for someone on Crow. But Scourge looking to just push in, take out this T2 tower. CM gets very low from this Windrunner, but Windrunner is going to be the one in trouble here, as Windrunner is completely alone. But needs one more hit on the CM. CM just going to hide in these trees. Windrunner power shot comes flying over. Clockwork was there, also ready with some rockets, and Enigma now going to be the one in trouble as well. Enigma completely caught out alone. Gets taken out. 4 Sentinel Heroes bottom, and only the CM and Enigma obviously nowhere near enough to hold their own, hold their ground and fight. And we're going to see Furion just TP the hell out of there, throws down that Necrobook, just going to do a bit harassing. But basically just buying time. I mean, with 4 Sentinel Heroes top, that's going to allow Brood some more room to farm and more room to actually push out this top lane a bit. As, looks like, okay. For a second I thought I was cutting off parts of the screen again. It looks to be it now is very off center. We're going to fix that, guys. No need to panic. As, there we go. Nothing's cut off. It's not quite perfect, but that's perfect enough for me. And we will have Omni-Knight just defending this push out top. Has that Soaring, so going to be able to easily spam that heal. Can just use the Soaring heal combo. So even though you take damage from Soaring, you immediately heal it off, as well as heal off more than what you actually damage to yourself. I think it's like a 360 heal, or 300 heal, and you only take 150 damage. So in the end, you sort of gain 150, 200 HP. And don't actually lose any mana because you gain the mana from Soaring. And we are going to see Furion get shackled, hooked. Furion in trouble here. Going to pop up the ulti as well as Necrobook. Furion staying alive for as long as possible. Takes out the Clockwork. Lich in trouble with the CM ulti doing so much damage. And we're going to see this Lich taken out. Frostbite comes in. CM gets a double kill. And this Necrobook is chasing this Windrunner. Windrunner with no mana left. Going to have to be very careful here. CM could even fight this almost. Going to get sent back to base by Chen. CM had actually used a Nova on this Windrunner. Windrunner could have been in a lot of trouble and maybe gone down there. As Windrunner with no mana to actually defend or cast anything. Centaur with 1300 gold now. Going to be getting that Vanguard up probably, or maybe just looking to farm out that Blink Dagger, because Blink Dagger is going to mean he can get a lot more involved very early, because without a Blink Dagger it's pretty much impossible just to get into the middle of the fight and have a big enough impact to do a whole lot. And right now, not off to a great start. Once again, FiveStars, they're down 4 towers. So really, they're on the back foot once again. Although they aren't behind in kills like last game. I mean, last game they were behind by about 20-25 kills at the 10-minute mark. Misery on Tinker was actually beyond godlike at 14 minutes. He was 10-0-3. So not quite the same story as last game, but the bad news is they're getting pushed and pushed, losing tower after tower, and Scourge as a result is getting more and more farm. We see treads up on CM at 12 minutes. That's huge. Chen going to have a mech up fairly soon by the looks of it. Someone's going to put up Vlad's. Vlad's maybe on Brood. I'm not too sure who's bought this Vlad's. It looks like it's going to be Brood. So Scourge are going all in with a push out. They're getting all the auras, so they're going to get a mech up, maybe get a Django up, going to get that Vlad's up. And just look to just push. As Enigma also in this jungle looks to be the one going for that Django. Maybe does have that bracer up. And Brood at top just continually keeping pressure on this top lane. Omni-Knight going to be able to defend that with not about ease, but without too much problem. And Scourge are just going to be pushing this bottom lane as we see Furion still on Necro 1 with a few recent deaths. He has been slowed down a bit with his farm. And looks like he does have that Necrobook 2 recipe at base though. So we'll have that Necrobook 3 in about 600-700 gold. And Furion not even going to help defend mid at the moment. Just going to keep pressuring this tier 2 tower. And that's the great thing about the Furion pick is because he can just TP anywhere on the map every 20 seconds. And that he can just come mid for a gank here. Maybe going to TP in because that's a huge black hole from 17-7. Hits all the Sentinel team. Win rate gets low. Furion has TP'd in now. And there's the Necrobook. We're going to see Enigma getting shackled though. Enigma going to get taken out. And this Scourge team unable to get any kills yet as Windrunner going uphill, Lich TPing out, and Centaur going to be the one who does get taken out as a 1-for-1 trade there, but may not be done as Clockwork getting chased down by the CM. CM has plenty of mana, going to actually just pop off the ulti. Probably should have just used a Frostbite or a Nova. There's the Frostbite. Chen's creeps actually gets blocked out, and there we see the Test of Fate plus Furion takes out the Clockwork. And top lane, Brood the entire time was pushing, I believe. I mean, Brood's actually come mid now. Has that Vlad's up, so going to give them some nice little auras. And right now, Creamy Center off to a great start. And really dominating this early game as well as mid game with their push. Although they aren't getting too many kills here. As you see, Windrunner at bottom, going to barely survive. Test of Faith comes in. LOL Singapore, or Misery, getting the last hit there on the Windrunner. And Lich as well as Omni Knight need to be careful here. As that Scourge, when you're looking for more kills here, as it's Centaur getting stunned, does get repelled though. Furion trying to TP out, actually gets stunned once, and we're going to see a Nova coming in. Furion getting sent back to base, gets mech'd up. Can he survive? Yes, he does. A brilliant play by Chen. The mech, as well as the Holy Persuasion, saving the Furion. And Furion's going to be so thankful there, as Hookshot comes in, kills one of Chen's creeps, the Centaur. Not to be confused with the Centaur War Chief, who is Clockwork's teammate. Going to get very confusing here if Chen just keeps persuading Centaurs. I'm going to be wondering which Centaur is which, who is who. And that'll be absolute chaos. And a
player's forces are under attack.
We are going to have a gank here. Looks to be on the Centaur War Chief. Once again, Brood in a bit of trouble here. Taking quite a bit of damage. Power Shot coming in as well. Going to just stay on the edge of this fight. We're going to see Centaur go down. No, going to get healed up. Is that going to be enough to keep him alive? It may just be, as Omniat also pops the ulti. So the ulti plus heal, keeping the Centaur alive. Enigma's coming with a stun though. Going to get a repel. So all of Omniat's spells being used to save this Centaur, and that is going to pay off for them in the short run at least, keeping that Centaur alive, although they're not going to have that GA ulti to defend, and Omniat also very low on mana, forced to go back to Fountain, as we do see the T2 tower at mid's being taken as well, and the only outer tower remaining is this bottom T2 tower, which is very low, so maybe going to see Creamy Center go for that bottom T2 tower fairly soon as well. And having a quick look at the item farm account. Let's see what is going on. Let's look at the story of this game, guys. Got Centaur War Chief farming up that Vanguard, has 50 CS. Lich with 24 CS, just going for some braces, just to tank up and for a bit of desperation build there. Clockwork with 19 CS, has those treads up. Omni-Knight with 25 CS. Soul Ring looks to be going for a mech. And Windrunner probably, definitely, the most farmed on this Central team, 62 CS. 3 kills, 1 death, so very good game so far by the Windrunner. Has a couple non-talismans, Phase Boot, Magic Wand, and a Staff of Wizardry, so looks to be going for a 4-star. Elsewhere on the Scourging, we've got Arcane and Mech up on the Chen. We've got CM with Treads and Wand, 1500 gold. This is a farmed CM. Holy crap, have you ever seen a CM this farmed at 16 minutes? I don't think I have in a while. Vlad's and Treads up on Broodmother. So Brood getting quite a bit of farm, and Enigma going for a Vitality Booster. Probably going to be looking to make up a Vanguard. We see Vitality Booster also on Brood. So all these Scourgers just looking to tank up, make some Vanguards, which is just cheap tanking items. They're going to really be good short-term items, which is kind of a sort of game that Creamy Center want to play. They want to close this out soon. They want to push in, get some racks, and Vanguards will help them do that, as they just some very nice, cheap tankiness, as opposed to those much bigger items like your BKBs, your Hearts, all those items which cost a lot more gold compared to a Vanguard, which is only a little 2k gold. And we do see Furion with the Necrobook 3 up now, has 1500 gold as well. And really playing very, very well. And he's at top lane. He is completely alone. We'll need to be careful because Omni Knight and Windrunner are there. You're going to see Furion pick up some treads though. And this Omni Windrunner going to look for a kill here. We see Repel being used on Windrunner. Windrunner and chase down this Furion. Furion should probably pop that Necrobook. There we go. This Necrobook's going to do so much damage. Shackle Shot to the Necrobook. That is a very good Shackle Shot. The Centaur stunning the Omni Knight, going to prevent him from actually doing anything. And the Mana Burn coming from those Necrobooks doing so much damage. Will this Omni go down? Yes, Omni Knight, despite Repel TP, goes down. Just enough damage. So they didn't need the spell damage. The physical damage alone was enough to take out Omni Knight. And that is a failed gank there by the Sentinel team. I don't think they were anticipating that much damage being done by this Necrobook 3. It just does such big damage. And the Mana Burn as well on a hero like an Omni Knight, preventing him from casting anything. The only way he casted that Repel there was by using that Soul Ring, then casting Repel. But he can only basically cast one spell every fight if he does get Mana Burn. And at bottom we're going to see this Centaur getting ganked by Brood. Need a couple more hits. There's the Black Hole. Enigma says, no way are you TPing out. Probably didn't need it because Brood had a nuke coming, but Enigma, obviously that's the kind of communication you just can't do quickly enough, and you have to make those split-second decisions. So Enigma not wanting to take any chances using the ulti on the Centaur. And Centaur going down here as we see a tier 3 tower push at top. Brood's bottom still with this Enigma, so the push is coming in top as well as bottom. They can't even stop this top push by the looks of it. Oh no, CM will go down here. Lich ulti coming in as well. CM very low, maybe not going to go down. The CM, sorry, the Lich ulti bouncing around, does finally see the CM go down as Lich gets the last hit there, but bottom lane they've got more problems to deal with as Brood and Enigma are just pushing. They've got that Vlad's up, it's going to make them do even more damage, push even faster, and the tower gets taken out. Furon's TP'd as well with that Necrocy, and we're going to see this Rax go down as well, as Scourge without the Lich ulti. Going to be very, very hard for them to actually defend this here, as all these summons are just going to focus on this Rax. This Rax will probably go down. The Necrobook, the Treants, the Eidolon's just doing so much damage, and Furon needs to be careful getting slowed by the Lich. We're going to actually see Freddie Mercury go in, take out Bob Q, and Centaur in trouble as well as the Chen creeps the Enigma stun, take him out. 10 kills to 14. Creamy Center are leading, and not to mention, more importantly, they're up a Rax at 19 minutes 50 seconds. They've taken down 2 Rax in this top tier 3 tower, also taking a lot of damage, already below half HP, but it looks like mid lane, that's where they want to push. This mid tower, very vulnerable, no one there to defend it. 2 Zenithal Heroes dead. They've got the Clockwork, Omni Knight and Windrunner, going to be doing all they can to defend, but that's going to be very tough for them. This Scourge push strat is just going to be too much for them to defend against right now. Omni Knight getting stunned. Can he get off any spells? Yes, he can. He's going to heal himself. Going to cast the ulti even. Just do anything to keep himself alive. Brood popping his ulti, but that actually gets Shackle Shot. So a nice little win around Shackle Shot, but going to be a very defensive one. CM ulti comes off. Clockwork goes down. Brood taking a bit of damage. Needs to back out. Centaur stun. Going to hit the Brood, but Brood just with so much HP because of this Vanguard treads as well as the teammate's mech. That mech on the Chen just easily keeping him alive. And we see Centaur getting focused down very quickly here, and another kill going Scourge's favor. We're going to see this tier 3 tower taken out, and a very, very dominating performance from Creamy Center, as it's all business here. Last game, 45 to sort of 8 kill score. This game, a 20-minute Rax, or 20 minutes, and they've taken 4 Racks. So complete domination from Creamy Center in both games. As the first game was all about the kills and the ganks from that Tinker, this game is all about the push. And while they haven't got a huge kill lead, I mean, they were actually behind on kills about 5 minutes ago. They were easily leading the entire game. They outfarmed their opponents and easily outpushing their opponents, as the Russians have yet to take a single tower. And we're going to see GG called here, as 4 racks are down, only the top racks remains, and at 21 minutes being down 4 racks is pretty much GG. GG going to be called by the teams, and the first lead coming out, and that is a very well played game from the ex-MYMers, and they will go through to the quarterfinals in this Roccat GosuCup with this victory. And you're going to just see the closing moments here as Clockwork looking to pick up any kills he can. The Necrobook, well, someone's got a Necrobook. Is that the Windrunner, maybe? Yeah, Windrunner with a Necrobook. Bit of an unusual item build there. Not going to matter too much. Is Furon just going to TP out? CM left alone, though. Poor CM. Should be okay. Does have that force up to help keep himself alive. Going to maybe force up this cliff. No, is he? He's trying. He's going to get stunned. He's going to get stunned again and gets taken out. Doesn't actually use that force stuff. So maybe a bit of a misclick there. As 2 Scourgers are dead. Is this a comeback? No, it's not, guys. They've already had someone leave, and this game is pretty much over, as there are 4 racks up at 22 minutes. Creamy Center have done it, and in fairly convincing fashion, or very convincing fashion. They are looking like one of the teams to beat, as they are just getting a absolute stomp here in this Roccat GosuCup. And they're going to move on to verse. Who are they versing next, guys? I don't know. I'm going to actually check that out right now. See, who do they verse next? The winner of which match? We have got... What have we got? The winner of this match, Creamy Center, as well as FiveStars, goes on to verse the winner of Emo Core, EMC, and Panzer. And I believe Emo Core were winning that game. It is on at the moment. Actually, it may already be over, because it started an hour before this game. So that game may be over. I believe Emo Core won game 1. I'm not sure what happened game 2 and 3, but Emo Core were doing pretty well by the sounds of it. I'm not too sure what the exact result is, but the winner of that match is going to verse Creamy Center, as Creamy Center have dominated this best of 3. All they need was 2 games, and wow, it was a very quick 2 games, and a very, very one-sided 2 games, as Creamy Center were just easily the more skilled, more experienced team, and came out on top here. So guys, thanks for tuning in. That was fun. Very relaxing and a nice way to spend my Sunday evening. Why not? That was Roccat GosuCup. I'm Gods from GosuGamers, so please do follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, just so you can know when I'm going live with my streams. I do my best to constantly update it, keep you updated on what's going on at GosuGamers in the shoutcasting department, as well as with our other streamers, Purge, Charms, and recently Jerly Minara been doing some Dota 2 streaming, as well as FiveStars. He's actually returned somewhat from a bit of a break. He's been a bit busy with some real life commitments, so he's returned somewhat, doing some more streaming himself. I believe he's just going live now, or maybe streaming live now. So a lot of stuff happening with the GosuGamers casters, so do follow us on Facebook, and do stay tuned with GosuGamers. If you're not going to be checking this out all the time, follow myself as well as everyone else on Twitter, Facebook. I'll update my Facebook with all my streams, as well as some of the other streamers' streams, because we're a big happy family here. We get along very well, which is always good fun. But guys, thanks for tuning in. As said, I'm Gods, and that was the Roccat GosuCup round of 16. Creamy Center, XMYM will go on to the next round, so congratulations to them. And that's going to be me tuning out. Along. So congratulations to them. And that's going to be me tuning out.